Good morning. It's Friday, July 26th, and Joe Biden gave a speech the other day, an 11-minute talk. And Biden framed his statements in his decision to drop out of the 2024 race as a bid to unify the nation under a new generation of leaders. This is the first speech that he gave since ending his re-election campaign. And he tried to bring his legacy to the country in words that he spoke about creating a younger generation to run this nation. He did not directly come out and say that we have too many old farts in Congress or anything like that. But he indicated that we really need to promote the youth to step forward and get these jobs done. And he tasked his race, his exit from the race, under intense pressure from fellow Democrats as an act of self-sacrifice. He's giving up his race, he says, because nothing can come in the way of saving our democracy. So I have decided to pass the torch to a new generation. That's what he said. And he finished that with saying that is the best way to unite our nation. And it's about time that some high-level politicians looked around and said, why? Why do we not have more young people in positions to help us run this country? Now, they're not talking about the very, very young. I think they're looking for people who are in their mid-30s to their 50s to get jobs in Congress and the Senate and in other areas, instead of looking at people who are hanging on by a thread to help run this country. There's no question in my mind that we need youth. And Biden said that. There's a time and place for new voices, fresh voices, younger voices. And so I will talk a little bit now about Kamala Harris. It was a stunning decision that Biden stepped aside and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, who was definitely poised to clinch the nomination. And now it's up to her to put together a youth group that can run this country. Kamala has quickly picked up Democratic support in this 2024 race. The race had been reborn. Endorsements came in as the vice president took quick control of the Biden campaign and now has transformed the contest. Even though there are some key Democrats, including Barack Obama, who did not immediately back her. And I don't understand why she's not getting immediately backing. There are many things in my mind about why somebody might not back Kamala Harris right now. And as far as I'm concerned, Obama's action is probably based on some personal thing that happened while he was the president. Anyhow, Ms. Harris appears to have a glide path toward the nomination. There's no other Democrats that have announced plans to challenge her, but several stopped short, just short of an endorsement because of the words of the former President Barack Obama. However, Harris took quick control of Biden's enormous political operation and contacted quickly over 100 party officials and then labor union leaders and activist organization leaders and the Democratic leaders in Congress and in the State House and asked them for their support. And the Biden campaign immediately renamed itself Harris for President. And that gave her immediate access to an account that had $96 million in cash at the end of June. And on an internal conference call of some kind, the Biden campaign's leaders told staff members that they would now be working for Miss Harris. And I will do anything in my power to unite the Democratic Party and unite our nation and to defeat Donald Trump and his extreme Project 225 agenda. That was a statement that was immediately made by Kamala. And we have 107 days till Election Day. And so my group, together with the rest of the Democrats, will fight. And together we will fight and we will win. And those were her words. So while this rapid turn of events plunged the party and the nation into territory never reached before, and giving unelected Democratic officials a final say over the party's nominee is something that many are looking at with fear, perhaps, or doubting whether this will be a popular outcome. However, change is good, and there is no time to waste. So Kamala has taken charge properly and taken charge with a strong focus. And she will probably round up a group of youngsters to be at her side. And maybe this country will get younger because of it. Now, what they're worried about is her running mate. Who can Kamala pick that will add strength to her nomination? So there are several in the running. There's Roy Cooper from North Carolina, and Andy Beshear of Kentucky, and Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania, and Tim Walz from Minnesota. And then you got Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona. These are the people that are frequently mentioned by donors and officials and other lawmakers. So that's an important part of this ticket. And Kamala will do the right thing, I am sure, because we have to have a united ticket, a unified ticket, and a ticket that represents the entire United States. And that's not easy to do, but I have faith that Ms. Harris will accomplish that. I think she's done a good job so far, rising from a prosecutor to a senator to the vice presidency. And she has the one thing that I consider critical in this time and this age: youth. She's not an 80-year-old man or an 80-year-old woman. I don't know exactly how old she is, but she's not anywhere near close to aged. So I give my blessings to Harris, and I hope for a good, fair campaign without the specter of Project 2025 hanging over our heads. So I leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. Bye.